great leaders, and they are such great examples and an inspiration to everyone at Thrive, really, and we're grateful to know you. And to I use Holly as an example all the time when we're talking to people who say, I don't have time for this is too hard, my family's more important, I can't spend the time. And you look at the Hardys, what they built, and yeah, they sacrificed, they worked hard, they still work hard, but in those first years, we're working really hard. But look at the life that they have now. They're able to spend the time with their kids and to have a life that most people can't even dream of. And so it really is worth it. And we love to use that example. Lisa and I, wanted to go see The Greatest Showman, and I didn't really want to go see it. Holly talked about it and sent the email out. So Lisa said, well, will you go? And I said, all right, I'll go. And I have to tell you, I loved it. Because I went with it kind of looking for the message and thinking about it. And I didn't raise my hand to share the message I got out of it. I got a lot of messages, but the one that stood out to me the most was at the end of the movie. If you've seen it, if you haven't seen it, you have to go see it. And go with thinking, what is the message in this movie? Or there's many messages, but what messages are there for me? And the one that really hit me in the end is, I don't want to ruin it for anybody, but he basically loses everything. Building burns down, he loses the whole thing, and he doesn't really get down. He's just like, we're going to rebuild it. We're going to build it up. We're going to make it bigger and better. And he didn't get down about it. And I think about the stage of the business. We rode this rocket ship the first 2 or 3 years, and it just grew like crazy, really organically, just took off. And the last 4 or 5 years, for Lisa and me, it's kind of plateaued, and maybe we didn't work as hard as we did in the first 2 or 3 years. But being here and seeing the opportunity that we have now and the stage that the company's in, we can see that opportunity is there again for it to take off and skyrocket. And it really is like a ground floor opportunity. I was telling Lisa just recently, I feel like the company needs to change its name just so people don't associate us with the old Thrive, because it really is so much better, so much newer. And I think about it, if we were able to achieve the level of growth that we did in the first 2 or 3 years with no tools, no website, faxing in orders, calculating host benefits on a piece of paper, all these kinds of things. If the company was able to grow the way it did the first 2 or 3 years with nothing, imagine what it can do now. And we need people, like Jason said earlier, who will go out there and work as hard as the original consultants, the Hardys, the Browers, the Amber Pierce, the Monos, the Fairbanks, all of the Abbotts, all these people in the early days who were doing, and a lot still are, multiple parties a week. Not 4 parties a month, but 3 or 4 parties a week often, and events every weekend and this kind of thing. People who will dive in and work it like that, we will see the growth that we all want to achieve. And so I want to just encourage everyone to do that. Lisa and I, we've already put together a game plan leaving this leadership conference, tasks that we're going to start doing more consistently. I think we do a lot of things well, we just don't do them as consistently as we should. And that's really where we are putting our efforts, is to start doing them consistently. And I think if we have that consistency, we'll have the results that we want. So I want to encourage everybody to go home from this and just redouble your efforts and think about what you can do to really take off. And it's just a lot of little things, getting back to the basics. It's not any huge changes, just make little changes that get you in line with the things that we're learning here, and you'll see that growth too. Thanks.
Yeah, Debbie too.